Hello, everyone. This is Bridget with Horse Auctions USA, and it is almost time for our favorite mule sale, and that would be Reese Brothers Tennessee Mule Sales. That is this Saturday, April the 26th, and we are so excited to once again be at Reese Brothers and bringing you the online bidding experience. So the reason for this video is to just briefly go over the schedule and all the pertinent information that you need to know whether you're coming in person or joining us online. And then we will spend the remainder of this video navigating the online catalog and online bidding and trying to answer all those questions that we get. So first things first, the what, the where, the when, all that good stuff. Once again, it is the Reese Brothers Tennessee Mule Sale. It is held at the Wilson County Fairgrounds. That is where the Tennessee State Fair is held in Lebanon, Tennessee. For those of you from out of the area, this part of the country is on Central Standard Time. Okay, so all of the times when we get into the schedule are Central Time. I'm recording this Thursday morning, and check-in of mules starts today over there. So sellers will be bringing their mules in today. They'll be checking in animals today as well as tomorrow. That is Friday. Quick note to my sellers, please make sure that you have all your animals checked in by Friday. There will be no animal check-in on Saturday because we have a pretty early start time on Saturday, and we want to get started on time. So all animals need to be checked in either Thursday afternoon or on Friday. Because all of the animals will be on site Friday, I would encourage our buyers to get down there and talk to the sellers and watch these animals work. There's a lot of quality mules and some quality horses as well. Donkeys, we have those too. We've got a little something for everyone, and I would strongly encourage you to get on down there if you can and talk to the sellers and look at all these incredible animals that will be offered on Saturday. The Friday schedule, like I said, they'll be checking in early in the day, and then at 4 o'clock, again, Central Time, will be the trail course, which is mandatory for the mules that are consigned ahead. That trail course will be streamed on Facebook. So I'm assuming if you're watching this, you probably already like and follow the Facebook page, but on the off chance you don't, this is the Tennessee Mule Sales Reese Brothers Facebook page. This is what it looks like. Okay, so if you don't already like and follow it, give it a like and maybe a share while you're at it. But this is the page where the trail competition on Friday afternoon starting at 4 o'clock will be streamed. So for those of you who will be using the online bidding, or even maybe you're coming down in person on Saturday, but you can't be there Friday to watch the competition, we got you covered. So you'll be able to watch live right here. While we're on the page, I do want to point out that Rilla has very handily posted some kind of important stuff here right at the top. It gives you the actual address for those of you who need to punch it into the old GPS. Sellers, just a reminder, make sure you bring a bucket for your box stalls. They will be providing a bag of shavings per stall, and they do have buckets available for purchase as well. A little reminder about checking in. And then also the veterinarian. So for the sellers, the veterinarian is there to pull Coggins both Thursday evening as well as Friday. For my buyers, if you need the vet to look at an animal before you bid, he will be available as well. So you'll need to reach out to the office to make those arrangements. But definitely check out the Facebook page. You can kind of scroll down through. You'll see previews of a lot of the animals that are coming, and also just kind of some helpful information. Online bidding. So let's talk about that. How do we do it? How does it work? All that good stuff. So again, I'm with Horse Auctions USA. We have an online catalog available for you to use. And again, even if you're coming in person and you just want to get something to kind of look at first, you can use this catalog. There will be printed catalogs available on site, but sometimes you kind of want to do a little bit of homework ahead of time. So a couple different ways to access all of our stuff with Horse Auctions USA. If you have an iPhone, I would recommend downloading the Horse Auctions USA app. It is free to download and super easy to use. You do not have to be at all tech savvy to navigate it. So just go to your app store. In the search bar, type in Horse Auctions. There's an S at the end of Auctions USA. It'll pop right up. Click Get or Install, and you are off to the races. For my Android users, or those of you who are going to be using a computer, We've had some glitchy stuff going on with the app on the Android phone. So for now, I'm recommending Android users do use the website. It will work in any browser. I like to use Google Chrome as it tends to be the most up to date, but it will work in Safari, in Edge, Firefox, whatever browser your little heart desires. In your address bar, you are going to type bid, like you're placing a bid, BID, period, horse auctions USA.com, and hit enter. Whether you're using the app or the website, the rest of this is going to be pretty much the same when you first navigate. As our name implies, we're all over the place. So you'll see a whole bunch of sales listed here. And here's what we want, and that is the Tennessee Mule Sales. So you're going to click View Auction beneath that. What that is going to bring up for you is this, and this is an index of the animals that we'll be selling. So you can kind of scroll down through and get a little preview. And when you get to one you want to know a little bit more about, if you click on it, it will expand that animal's description, tell you all about them. If they have additional photos, you can kind of scroll through and see them. If they have a video or videos, it's going to tell you that, and that's always going to be the second thumbnail. So right here. And then you can play that video right there in the very same window that you are looking at the listing in. Okay, so that's a little bit about how to navigate. So I would encourage you to go through and scope all of that out. I do want to draw everyone's attention to lot number 0. It is exactly what its name implies. It's information and available for practice bidding. And we're going to use it here in just a minute to go over how to place bids online. So definitely take a little look through here and it'll walk you through. It will, again, like I am now, it's going to kind of walk you through this schedule and all of the basics, kind of all that need to know information can be found right here on lot 0. Once we get through all of the early consignment animals, and there's 90-ish, I believe, in the catalog, once we get through those, but wait, there is more. That's right. There are open consignments selling after. So since those animals aren't tagged ahead like they are for catalog animals, you're going to see all their tag numbers down here as to be announced, okay? Because they're going to tag those animals as they come in, and I don't know ahead of time what their lot numbers are. But you may have seen a few of them on the Facebook page. So if you click on this slot here at the end of the early consignment animals, this will kind of tell you a little bit about it, and it will kind of give you a little preview of some of the after catalog animals coming in. There's a lot of them. So once the, again, early consignment animals are done, we will go into open consignment, and those will sell in the following order. There will be colts and yearlings, and then under saddle mules as well as horses, and then we will end the day with loose animals. So when we hit lot number 90, don't run away because there will be lots more afterwards, okay? Those animals that are under saddle and were consigned ahead are required to be in the trail competition on Friday. So once again, make sure you tune into the Facebook page to see that. You can really watch those mules work, and it'll give you a really good look at things live in real time. So online bidding, how does this work? All of that good stuff. We will have a live webcast, so you will be able to bid in real time on Saturday, just as if you were with us in person. And you can also place some absentee bids. We'll go over both of those options. So first things first, you have to get registered to bid. So how does that work? You'll notice under each and every lot, there's a prompt saying register to bid. You can click on any one of these. It does not matter which one, as long as you are in Tennessee Mule Sales. So I'm going to use the practice lot. I'm going to click register to bid, and that is going to bring up this little pop-up, okay? So if you're brand new to Horse Auctions USA, you've never had an account with us before, don't put your email and your password here. That is for returning users. If you are brand spanking new, go to no account, sign up here. When you click on that, it's going to have you put in your name, your email address, and a password that you can hopefully remember, and then click continue. Once you click continue, you are going to have to enter your complete address, your phone number, and this is very important. You are going to have to enter a credit or a debit card. When you do that and you accept the terms and conditions of the sale, Horse Auctions USA is going to place a $500 pre-authorization on that card. It is not a charge. It's a pre-authorization, just like when you rent a car. If you have mobile banking, odds are very good you're going to get a notification that looks like a charge. Don't panic. Again, it's a pre-authorization. So if you actually get into your banking, you're going to see it there as a pre-authorization. So it depending on your bank, may say pending. It may have a negative and a positive $500. Just know at the end of the day, regardless of how your bank shows that to you, it is a pre-authorization that's going to go away like it was never there. Okay, we don't charge you to register to bid. If you don't buy anything, it's not going to cost you $1. Okay, it's just a pre-authorization. I hate that we have to do that, guys, but we are subject to scammers just like the rest of the world. I need to make sure that our bidders are real live humans over the age of 18 and can pay for their purchases. So just that little note about your card. So again, when you get a notification of a $500 pending authorization, you don't need to pick up the phone and call me at having a stroke. Okay, it's going to fall off. Again, it's just a safety precaution. For my returning users, you guys are the ones that are going to put in your email and your password. Forgot your password? Happens to me probably once a week. Don't panic. There's a handy dandy forgot your password reset link here. If you use that and you don't get a little reset email in about 10 minutes, reach out to me and I will manually do it for you. Again, my name is Bridget. My phone number can be found on the sale information and all over Horse Auctions USA, but I'll give it to you here as well. It's 336-904-8903. If you will just shoot me a text with your email, your name, and a little note that says, hey, I forgot my password, I will fix you right up, okay? So don't panic. I'm going to go ahead and get into my bidder account and we'll take a look at things once you're registered to bid. So I'm registered to bid and I'm logged in, and I know these things a couple of different ways. I know I'm logged in because now my name is up here in the upper right hand corner. See it right there? I know that I am not only logged in, but looking at a sale I'm registered to bid for, because all my little register to bid prompts now ask me if I want to place a bid. Okay, so those are your indicators that, yep, you are good to go, ready to buy you a mule or two on Saturday. Okay, so just kind of get in the habit of looking for those two things, name and what do your little prompts say. So let's for a moment pretend that it is 10 o'clock Central Time Saturday morning and it is go time. I would click on lot number 1 or whatever lot that they're currently selling if you join us a little bit late. So you're going to click on that lot and click View Live. I'm going to click it here and I'm going to immediately mute it so you guys aren't hearing all that. There we go. So you'll click View Live. We're live doing this demo right now, so that's what's going to come up and it's going to stay right here. So once you click View Live, this is going to give you real-time video, okay, with no lag and no delay on our end. So if you're going to be bidding live on Saturday, I do want to make a very quick note about this. Make sure wherever you are watching and bidding from is a place of good internet or cell service, depending on what you're using to bid. Okay, if you have slow internet or you're in sketchy cell service, it can cause a lag on your bid coming in, and it is an auction, right? So it's, pretty fast paced. If there's a lag with your bid coming in, there's a very real chance that you might miss out on getting that winning bid in, okay? So just please make sure if you're going to be joining us live that you are doing so from a place of good service. So you're watching live here. If you want to make the video a little bit bigger for a minute, you can click the maximize button down here and get it big. Please note that when you do that, however, it is going to remove your bid button, okay? So you don't want to stay on there if you're actively bidding, okay? If we are on a lot and that animal had pictures that you wanted to kind of go back and reference, you can click down on their picture real quick to bring it back up and then click right back over to the live feed, okay? So for those of you who are watching live, a little bit about how that will work. So we're live, the auctioneer is doing his thing, and you want to place a bid. He is asking for $1,000 and you want to bid that 1,000. So I'm going to click bid, and you see how it says confirm bid? This is very important. I have not yet placed my bid, right? Now I am going to click confirm bid to actually confirm the bid. Why do we have you click twice? What we don't want is an accidental bidding, okay? Nothing good has ever come from that. So for those of you bidding live, remember, click once to bid, twice to confirm. There is no question at this moment that I have in fact placed a bid, right? It says I'm the high bidder. It even turned green, and I have little stars here telling me that, okay? So for my people that will be participating live, make sure you click confirm bid. Otherwise, I'm not going to see your bid come in on my end, okay? And click fast because again, it is a fast-paced auction and we want to get your bids in. Once the auctioneer says sold, that's it. That's all. The show's over. There's nothing I can do. Okay. And it happens every sale, everywhere in America that I go. At least once during the sale, someone's going to click in as the auctioneer says sold. And unfortunately, at that point in time, it's too late. So I don't want you to miss out on the mule you've been looking at all month long. Make sure you get your bids in fairly quickly if you're going to be watching live. Uh, what about bidding not live, right? What about the absentee bidding that we talked about? So the obvious reason that one might use absentee bidding is maybe you simply cannot watch live on Saturday, right? Maybe you got to work, kids got a game, you have a family function, whatever. But the perhaps less obvious reasons to maybe use that absentee bidding are what I just kind of touched on there. If you live in an area with kind of spotty or slow service, you might want to think about using this absentee bidding that we're going to talk about and letting the computer do the work for you. And the reason I say that is this. Um, if the computer is doing all the work for you, there's no danger of you missing out on the winning bid because of a lag. Okay, the computer is fast and the computer is going to do the work for you. So for a lot of my bidders who live in areas with kind of slower service, they have found it very useful to use the absentee bidding option. They still watch live. You can absolutely place these absentee bids and then still watch live on Saturday. And if it's getting up there close to your bid and you're like, oh gosh, I can go higher, you can always jump in and raise it or jump in and go to live bidding. So we're going to go over, like I said, the absentee bidding here in just a second. But please know if you use absentee bidding, you're not locked into that. Okay, you can still use the live bidding too, or a little hybrid cross of the two, whatever's going to fit your needs best. So let's talk about how to place those absentee bids. You see how next to the little bid button there's a drop down arrow? See that on all of these, this little drop down arrow here? That's what you're going to use to place an absentee bid. Again, I'm going to use the practice bidding lot here. So I'm going to click on that and I'm going to click create a max bid. So this is the number that goes in here is the most you want to spend on the mule, okay? And the reason for that is that way the computer can, go right along and do its thing and get you there without you having to go in and reset it, okay? It's just like eBay for those of you that have ever used that. I'm going to put a fairly low maximum in because I want you guys to see how this works. So I'm going to place that bid. Now here's what I want to draw your attention to. You'll notice that I am still the high bidder on the lot 0 at just $1,000, but you can see where the computer has acknowledged that I have a maximum of $3,000. Please don't be afraid to use this option thinking the computer's just going to put you in for the maximum bid. It's not, okay? When you place an absentee or a maximum bid, you are telling the computer to work on your behalf, okay? And so what the computer is going to do is keep you in the lead for the lowest possible amount. So I am going to sit right here as the winning bidder at $1,000 until one of you comes along and takes me out. And then the computer is going to put me in for the next possible amount. So let's say 1250. The computer is going to put me in at 1500. It's not going to just automatically put me in at $3,000. Okay. It's going to raise your bid by the lowest possible amount until you win or you reach your maximum. If you get outbid, it's going to send you a little notice saying, hey, you've been outbid. You need to bid again if you want to continue bidding. Okay. So just kind of a nice feature to have. Again, really useful for the obvious reasons for those who can't watch live and also for the less obvious, like maybe you've got kind of doggy service. I do want to point out that if you place an absentee bid, when I'm on my end on the auction block, the computer is going to tell me that there's existing bids that are sitting there. Okay. So if lot 0 comes in and I see that it says, oh, you've got some existing bids, the computer is going to be bidding for you. And lot 0's owner says, oh, by the way, we had a fender bender on the way here and now he's limping, or this mule pulled up lame, or this animal is a cribber. Okay, there's something announced or observed that wasn't listed here. I am going to select the option to remove all the absentee bids. Okay, and I do that to protect you guys. Okay, because now there's new information available on that animal that wasn't available to you when you placed your bids. Okay, and we don't want people to be unhappy, and that's why we do that. So that's a little bit about how to navigate this catalog and place bids both in real time and ahead of time. You're the winning bidder. Now what? Well, first, congratulations. Second, if you're done bidding for the day, that's awesome. But please remember, we're not done until the last animal sells. So I know most often people, they get the winning bid, and then the first thing they do is usually call or text me. So just be advised that I'll be on the auction block all day. You guys will be blessed with having to listen to me talk all day long. So just because you're done doesn't mean I am. So I won't be able to answer your phone call, and I'll be a little slow to answer texts as well because I'm doing a couple of things up on that block. So just be patient if you're the winning bidder. The office will be reaching out to winning bidders to get things all situated for you. You'll make final payment directly to the sale office, okay? And like I said, they'll call you shortly after. And again, sale day is busy, okay? Those ladies in the office are working crazy, crazy hard. So if you get the winning bid and you don't get a call within 30 minutes or 45 minutes, thanks in advance for your patience. Again, those ladies are very busy in that office. It's a long couple of days for them, and they've got people coming to their windows and all of that good stuff. So they will give you a call. Just be patient. You will make final payment to them, and then kind of discuss any needs you have for like layover board. Okay, animals need to be removed no later than noon on Sunday. We understand with some transport situations that may not be possible. If that is the case, you are going to need to reach out to Richard, and his phone number is right here. And again, the office can give it to you. It's also available in the sale information. If you will reach out to Richard, he can assist you with arranging layover board until your transport arrives. Speaking of transport, if you need to scope out the transportation situation, if you'll again go to that lot 0, it is just a wealth of information. Whip through the photos here and you are going to find yourself looking at this, which is a list of haulers. We are not recommending one hauler over another, but we have compiled a list of haulers. You are, of course, free to use whatever hauler your little heart desires, but if you need a hauler, this is a great resource to start with. So now that I have probably bored you all to tears, and we've gone over everything, I hope I've answered any questions that you have. If you have made it this far in this video, congratulations, and you still have a question, I am a phone call or a text away. Again, my name is Bridget, 336-904-8903. We can't wait to see you on Saturday at the Tennessee Mule Sale. Going to be a good time. Thank you, everyone. We'll see you soon.